SREDILSKCaB The Briggs Family by Monique Always Succeed. Let's get to the nitty gritty city. Chapter 5. Kezani gave Jillel the handheld mirror while she took a cotton gauze and wiped triple action antibiotic over all her nicks and scratches. She then gently combed her best friend's hair and let her cry as she silently prayed. Suddenly, the thought came to her that she hadn't done that in so long that she had no choice but to look up at the ceiling and smile. "Okay, shoot," Kezani insisted. "What have you gotten yourself into, Jillel?" I don't know." Jillel covered her mouth and looked bewildered. "What do you mean you don't know?" Jillel stared at her friend in unbelief. "All this didn't happen for nothing. Now spit it out." "What I mean is, I don't know how I turned out to be such a hoe." She turned her face toward the wall. "You a hoe?" Kezani laughed. "Not you, Miss Goody Two Shoes." "Stop fooling around, Zani," she exclaimed. We have done something terrible. You see, everybody knows your brother Bo and how he can get who he wants virtually when he wants them, right? So here I go with my stupid self thinking he wanted me." Kezani began to boil with anger as her childhood friend continued to share her heart as she thought about the treachery that was about to be disclosed, seeing that her brother was now a married man and all. "Well, how the hell could you think? Please, Sonny, let me explain before you start hating. I really need you to listen to me, please." Jillel began to pace the floor and wring her hands. "I done messed up big time, and I agree that Vermita is good people. She is so together, and I've even praised her. I don't understand. How did you two hook up? Remember that surprise birthday party y'all had for Vermita and how Bo came late?" Kezani silently shook her head and turned to look out the window so she could conceal her expression. "That night, I decided to close the Weight House, a fitness business she'd begun after graduating college, early, and give the trainers an early night off so that I could do some thinking. You know how I love the treadmill, so I was on it, getting me some laps. After finishing my routine an hour later, I felt like I was being watched, so I turned to look out the door, and I damn near flipped off the machine and onto the floor." Kezani turned back to face Jillel. "Why? What happened?" "Your dim-witted brother, that's what happened. You know how he always did enjoy scaring me half to death. He had a stocking cap over his head with his face pressed against the window. I picked up my purse and was about to call. I was just about to call 911 when I noticed them bow legs. It was like the old days when him and Z-Rock used to come to your window at our sleepovers and play tricks on us. Yeah, like that night they played like the Ku Klux Klan, clad with sheets, pillowcases, and torches. Well, make-believe torches." They both laughed. And they reminisced on the good old days. "You talking about some screaming? Oh my God. There were 10 crazy girls there hollering at the top of their lungs, crying and talking about, I want to go home. I want to go home. We made so much noise, Daddy Bo and Mama Briggs came running out, wielding bats. Face. Him in his boxers and your mama in her rollers and fade cream on half of her face. Yeah, that was a sight. Everyone forgot for a moment why they'd appeared and started cracking up. Then, after Daddy checked outside, he found those fools rolling around outside on the grass, still in their costumes, cracking their sides with laughter. What's that saying again? He who laughs last gets his. Kezani caught herself. I'll say, they both got tore up so bad, we started crying for them. Jillel put her hand on her stomach to try to stop the ache she felt from laughing and crying at the same time. Oh my goodness. So, like I said, I was really convinced that he was some crackhead trying to break in until I noticed it was him. I was so mad at him. I just stood where I was with my hands on my hips and shaking my head. That's when he motioned for me to come and open the door, so I did. You know I've always been a sucker for your brother. Because you know I had a crush on him since we were 5 and he was 12. But he never showed any interest since he thought of me as a little sister. Never in a million years would I have even imagined we would. You never imagined you would what? Kezani broke in, anxious to hear what she'd already surmised. I never imagined I'd open the door and my heart like a fool to experience the best / worst night in my life. Stay tuned for chapter 6. The devil made me do it. Didn't he?